Catch and fire. It's on the... He made it! Oh my God!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Platt Arena. And Ryan Walker, I'm Carson Walker, joined by Ryan Walker. And for the first time in 36 days, we have HU women's basketball action here in Platt Arena, Ryan.
Yeah, it's been 36 days. Has that really been that long?
Yep,
Carson,
I Googled it. I did Google it.
Carson, we called that game. I don't know if you remember. It was
I do remember.
Ages ago. Huntington got the win against Lawrence Tech. That was a pretty good game, and these girls are ready to play basketball again.
Yeah, and like we kind of talked about it pregame, but it's going to be really interesting. Goshen has played 3 straight games. He was our opponent tonight. How does that affect? Does that month break really help you? Many of these girls had to be quarantined for a little bit. Not everyone's in there, so not everyone's on the court tonight, as we just mentioned.
Right.
So it's going to be a really interesting dynamic tonight, Ryan.
Right. You'd think there'd be some rust, but last week when Mount Vernon came in, they had only played 1 game all season. They didn't really show that rust against the Foresters.
Oh, no.
Winning that game on a buzzer beater, of course. We won't talk about that, though. We've got Huntington and Goshen tonight. But Carson, we got a player to watch out for here, and that's Goshen's Tenise Chapman. Tenise Chapman for the Maple Leafs leads her team with a double-double per game. As you can, 1 second, we'll get the right graphic up on the screen. Tenise Chapman, as you see right here, points per game, 11.5. Rebounds per game, 10.5. And she returns as the 2019 conference honorable mention in the Crossroads League.
Yeah, she's going to be a dynamic player for sure. Looking at what she can do, she can post up, she rebounds really well, she blocks especially well too.
Right.
They're definitely going to have to watch out for that. But for the Huntington, we also have another player to watch, and you know her, everyone knows her, Sam Vaughn right now. She's leading the team in 4 categories. She has 12.7 points per game, 7.6 rebounds per game, 5 steals, and actually, I think it's actually 15 steals if I do check if my stats are correct, but she does lead the Crossroads League and the team in that. She's been a dynamic player. Last year, obviously a little bit of a change. She went from kind of in a second-hand role. She was the Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan that is known as Sarah Fryman. So she kind of course. So she had that, but now she's had to kind of push through, kind of like when Michael Jordan went and played for my beloved White Sox. So now she's back in here. She kind of has that main role, and she's helping the Foresters right now. Right now the Foresters are at 2-1, like you said. November 4th was the last time that this game was played, the day after the election, if that's a better time frame for some of you.
Oh, yes, it is.
Both of those wins were by double digits. Their one loss to the ranked Indiana Tech that was another double-digit loss. So this team's a wild card right now. We don't have a lot of film on them, just a couple of non-conference games. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yes, and this Goshen team's going to be tested and ready. That 1-5 record, they've already been tested by Indiana Tech, like you said. So it's going to be a fun matchup today. Stay tuned on FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you. As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
This is how we like to do it.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Carson Watkins, joined by Ryan Walker. So, like I said, we got a nice fan base here tonight. We got Batman, we got Norm, we got a dog. So should be look at that. Is that just a good boy or what, Ryan?
It's a dog. I love it.
It's a dog. You always love a dog.
Dog.
We got Norm with a specialized sign tonight.
It says "Go Sam" on it. Okay.
All right, I see how it goes.
Norm is telling us who our player to watch out for is.
Yes, he is. But looking at Huntington, speaking of which, this is an offense that really does run through Sam Vaughn overall. And kind of like what I said, she leads team. She has 38 points on the season in the 3 games that the Foresters fans. And then 23 rebounds, 14 assists, and 15 steals, leading the Crossroads League. She really does kind of personify this team. She's gritty. She knows what she's doing. She works quite hard at it, for one. And like I said in the pregame show, she kind of stepped into this role really well. And I think Coach Kohler had prepared her for that.
Right. Carson, you're absolutely right. Being behind Sarah Fryman, who, wow, she was a heck of a player, and we're really missing her right now. But the Foresters are kind of holding their own as Sam Vaughn, Crossroads League All-Team last year, 3rd team, I believe it was. She's been holding the reins just fine. I think it's going to be okay.
Preseason All-Conference as well.
Yeah.
So looking at Goshen, too, we also got to look at Grayson Cockerham. She has 13 points per game, 78 total. She's shooting 41% from the field and 34% from three-point range, 39 rebounds, 29 assists. She also is going to be running this offense a little bit as both teams get ready here. This should be a good one. I'm just happy to have HU women's basketball back, Ryan.
Yeah, it's been a little too long here. I'm sure the girls are just ready to play tonight. It's just COVID has really taken a toll on our women's basketball program here, so it's going to be a fun one tonight. I'm sure it's going to be really energetic and really exciting to watch. So
The cardboard cutouts definitely bringing the energy tonight. I will be mentioning the cardboard cutouts a handful more times, just to let you know, Ryan.
They'll be going crazy.
Tip is up and won by the Maple Leafs. Flowers with a quick drive in. She's going to dish it out. Ball being moved around the perimeter here. Goshen with less than 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Good shot there inside, no good. Bope around the back. Around the perimeter yet again. There's Copeland again. Ball being moved in here. There's Cockerham. 5 seconds remaining.
Carson, Huntington's going, oh, there's a good pass by Vaughn there, almost picking up an assist there as she leads the team with 3 a game. Really interesting to see the Foresters come out with the zone. I think they did their scouting report very well with Lori Culler's team. This Goshen Maple Leafs team has a 40% beyond the arc 3-point percentage this year.
Ball moved around the perimeter yet again. This zone, like you said, this zone defense is working quite well as that one's going to be tipped away and will roll out of bounds. That was tipped by Deja Drake. Now the inbound coming here. Now usually you don't see that from Coach Kohler's team, but if you notice on the sideline, Coach Kohler notably absent tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this team has unfortunately been affected by COVID this year, so hopefully they can get it together after the month of January, have everybody back, have Coach Kohler back.
They do got a challenge in the receiving votes Wildcats on Saturday here at home, so just like you said, happy to have them back. I bet they're happy to be back too. We're just gonna have to see how that break affected them as Ron goes for another 3. That one will miss. She did make her first one, and it is tied at 3 right now. As Bope gets the foul, I thought we were going to see a travel there. It was a good play there by Bope, though. Got her in the corner and really took away her passing lane. Bope 6'1", uses that height to her advantage almost every time she hits the court.
Oh, for sure, Carson.
Flowers has this one. Ball moved in here, rimmed out, and Jade Clement will grab that rebound. Inside to Bope again and gets the beautiful bank shot there.
Nice defense on one end and then in transition getting the bucket. Forster's playing some solid defense right now in the zone.
Long 3 here to take the lead, no good. The Maple Leafs playing the board incredibly well right now for one, Ryan. They've grabbed almost they've grabbed an offensive rebound, I think, on every possession so far that they've had. Long 3 here, another missed shot. It will hit off the back of the board, so that will be out of bounds and gives the Foresters a chance to reset. Maple Leafs coming out with a full court press here quickly too, Ryan. Interesting strategy yet again.
Yeah, we'll see how that works here.
Here, Drake with this one, gets the passer to Bope, gives a little pick and roll, but no good. It was a good pass there. The play was drawn up really well, just the execution wasn't quite there. Inside now, there's Chapman with the ball. She sends it over to Ball moved in here, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Flowers is going to take this one, no good. And Bope with another rebound. Vaughn gets this one and grabs another 2 for herself. Now the Foresters are up 3-7. Ball moved in here. That will be a foul on Bope as the contact with Chapman. She will go to the line.
A strong move by Chapman there, is trying to spin her way around and picking up the foul, but it looks like foul will be on the floor rather than on the shot. So Maple Leafs will inbound it here.
A little bit confused because Goshen was in a circle right on the charity strike, and the Foresters were standing around the key. So I thought, kind of put 2 and 2 together, but I guess my assessment wasn't quite there.
Right.
Ball moved in here. Beautiful pass, and Chapman gets that one up for 2 points. Chapman is 5'10", out of Southside High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana. As Bobe gets the pass there from Clement, but it slips through her legs. And Clement grabs the rebound and grabs the steal, my apologies, in transition. Vaughn drives in here, sends it up to Clement, over to Drake. Drake's gonna pull up from the side, no good.
Kind of a shifty step back move there from Drake. Kind of hoping that one would go in.
Me too, as this one goes there, and another 2 for Flowers. That's her first 2 of the night. And just like that, the Maple Leafs have tied this one up with 5 minutes remaining in this first period. Rongos drives in by herself and grabs another 2. She split the defense perfectly, kind of did a little J move there, and it worked perfectly for her. Ball moving here, another missed shot there. And I think Rongos will be credited with the rebound there. Step back from Rongos yet again. That one off the front of the iron.
Seeing Rongos really kind of take control with the offensive game tonight. It's interesting to see that.
Clement's gonna take this one from the side. No good yet again. Foresters 1 for 3 from deep so far. Flowers drives in. And a wide open shot here for Copeland. That one sinks. And the Maple Leafs take their first lead of the night. So right now, pretty early, we are starting to see the effects of the Foresters' month-long break. You know, a couple things just not sinking quite there, a little bit of struggles in transition. I'm assuming that's going to be fixed as the game progresses.
Right. We're seeing a little bit of rust, I think, for the Foresters. They did look a little bit not in sync tonight, but as the game goes along, they should be able to figure that out and get that chemistry back. I mean, it has been over a month since they have played a game together.
Yeah. And like you said, they've been a little bit ravaged by COVID as that Sam Vaughn goes in there for 2. So even the practices have been pretty limited outside of a couple shoot-arounds. So.
That's the problem, is when you have a COVID outbreak on your team, you can't always spend time with them because some players will test positive, some will test negative. So you obviously can't mix those two together. So you can't practice. Now, the basketball team was a different story, as Goshen will get the and one here. Men's basketball is a different story. Nearly all of them tested positive, so they were able to quarantine together and be able to spend that time together. So they got to go through what it's like to have COVID and maybe not practice, but that chemistry kind of stayed there as much as it could at that point.
Yeah. First one up and good. That gives the Maple Leafs a 2-point lead. Gramble comes into this one, as does Erica Zook.
Zook can provide an offensive spark on this Foresters offense. See if they try to get her a shot right away here.
Inside once again right there is Zook, and right called it. You did. I wasn't even an announcer jinx. That was an announcer help. I think you helped there with your call there, Ryan.
Somebody whispered it to my ear. I heard it.
I mean, it's not. They could probably hear us from up here. Let's be honest. missed shot there as Sam Vaughn's going to pick up the rebound. Had it in her hand, almost lost it though, but she's going to drive into the key herself, sends it to the corner. It's Robrick, and she grabs it for two.
That was a nice little bounce there. It looked like it was about to tip out and just fell through.
From outside the key, in and out, and another rebound there for Drake. That was her first of the night. Outside the perimeter, drive in here, and a foul called. Waiting for the official call here.
Strong move by Gramble on that one. She's a sophomore from Alexandra. A transfer from Old Dominion University, a Division I program. Very important to have Division I players on your team. As Denara Flowers is a force on the Maple Leafs, who's from Indiana State University. So we got a couple Division I players here tonight.
First one up and good. Forrester's now up 3. Opportunity to go up 4 here. It is up and good. Gets the lucky bounce.
Another good bounce. It's always nice.
Ball moved in here.
Very tough defense being played by the Foresters. Very physical, especially down low, having that defensive pressure in the zone. And another turnover here for the Maple Leafs.
That is the Maple Leafs' second turnover on the night. Foresters have gotten 2 blocks. So like you said, they're playing very physical there in the paint.
Not really seeing the effects of not having Coach Culler here, although I know they miss her a lot tonight. But I mean, it seems like they're breaking the press. They have no problem breaking the press right now. And in the defensive zone, Culler doesn't even need to call the shots. Her team is really breaking down in the post.
This is a team that just clicks very well together. Almost an awkward bounce there, but they do. Maple Leafs do get the luck they needed. The ball moved around here. Maple Leafs having no trouble milking the clock a little bit as a corner 3 coming here, and that one nothing but net. That was from Roke. And Foresters give a turnover about the buzzer, and buzzer beater.
What a perfect turn of events for the Maple Leafs before the end of the first quarter. It's exactly what this team needed to provide a spark going into the second quarter here.
Yeah, from being down 6 to being down 7, my apologies, to being down 1 out of nowhere. What a good, they got the steal, and she heard her coming and saw the clock. I was wondering, I didn't even notice the time there, and so when she brought it up, I was like, oh, she probably heard her footsteps, but no, it was a smart play by her to go up for it and just get it off right before the buzzer.
Well, I was here in the Maple Leaf bench here. They were calling out and they're saying 5, 4, 3. They're telling her, hey, you got to shoot it pretty quickly here. So props to the Goshen bench here. As when you're on a fast break like that, you can't have any time to check the clock, especially as the time's ticking down to the end of the quarter. So props to the Maple Leaf bench there.
And also, I think sometimes it's a little bit of, the scoreboards here at Platte Arena, I know you can probably see them in like top corner of your screen, but they are a little bit higher up, as compared to places like famously Mackey Arena that has a scoreboard on the floor that you can just kind of peep at. You don't really have that opportunity to look up there. So that's a little bit of a disadvantage that there's no clock on the floor. But like I said, just a really smart heads-up play there as we get ready for the second quarter of action.
Little things like that could be the outcome of the game. So Goshen wins this game by 1 point.
Oh yeah.
You could say that single-handedly could have helped them win that game. There's a lot of close games in basketball within 1-2 points. So little things like that are what can really prevail a team to winning.
Yeah. And I mean, even looking at it, going back to that Mount Vernon game last Saturday for the men's team, they had a shot at the last second that didn't count at first and then counted after a little bit of discussion with the officials.
Right.
And that ended up being a really crucial point at the end. Something that you didn't really think about at the time.
Exactly.
But after the buzzer beater. Good shot there, and a beautiful shot yet again by Robrick.
Wasn't the prettiest setup, but they got it done nonetheless.
Take whatever points you can get, and a turnover from the Maple Leafs as the Foresters getting a spark off the bench. Driving here, another good pass, no good. Second one up and good off of the second chance opportunity from Gambrel.
You would have thought that Goshen would have came out firing, but Huntington came out of that timeout with a new source of energy.
This one up and good for another 2 for the Maple Leafs. We really are seeing a shootout so far, quite literally. 23-20. Right now, Foresters only shooting 25% from deep, but are shooting 58% from the field, so that definitely is benefiting them as Sam Vaughn gets fouled. And it appears that she will go to the line for 2.
I think Vaughn understands that with some players out and our head coach out, she really has to take control. The senior played behind, again, Sarah Fryman last year, but was very big force of her own last year, and she was taking advantage of that all season long this year as she makes the free throw. She understands, hey, I gotta take control today. We haven't played in a long time. I'm the senior leader on this team. I need to really step it up here.
Second one up and good. 25-20 now for the 2 from Vaughn. She has shot 67% coming into the night from the line. I think that's the craziest stat of all. 21 free throw attempts in 3 games.
Tried to knife it through there, and Foresters defense really doing a good job making sure that Goshen can't get inside.
Just closing those lanes off really well.
It's not much of a lane to go through. Again, the double team, but Goshen still found a way to score on that one. That's Kiera Murph.
And a beautiful pass into Robrick again, and another 2 for her. Foresters certainly have been working on their passing during this time, that's for sure. Once again, ball being moved around. Goshen forced to shoot around the perimeter with the zone defense that the Foresters have put in. Long 3 from the corner here, in and out, no good. Foresters finally come down with the rebound there.
Oh, Vaughn was wide open going down the lane. There was nobody down there.
A little bit of a miscommunication, I guess you could call it, right there. And a foul call, I believe a loose ball foul, but Goshen will keep possession of the ball. It was on Vaughn. Only her first of the game. That is good for the Foresters. Definitely want to keep her out of foul trouble.
Yeah, not a player that you can really afford to lose.
She's playing an average of 35 minutes a game out of a possible 40. So she's definitely an iron woman. Seven minutes remaining. Chapman gets this one up, banks it off the backboard. An awkward shot on the second chance opportunity. Inbound pass coming for the Maple Leafs here, looking to draw something up to get a couple more points. Foresters having a little bit of an opportunity right now to drag ahead. Count is going long pass there. And a
Wow.
three-pointer made.
At the buzzer there. That was a great shot.
I think that's one thing this Forester defense is just doing incredibly effectively is that with this zone defense, they're forcing around the perimeter, and nobody's finding an open shot. And without having to find an open shot, as another 2 sinks there for Rongos.
Right off the bat, Rongos comes off the bench with a couple nice moves, being double teamed, still found a way.
And a travel called.
Didn't agree with the call there.
Still kind of talking it over. Inbound pass coming here. Once again to Rongos. Rongos shooting 3 for 5 from the field right now. Going for the 4th, and she sinks it.
Rongos is having a really nice night from the offensive side so far in this game.
Here
She's got 9 points.
Vaughn with some great ball handling, something she's kind of known for. She's really good at that behind the back dribble.
She's a really good point guard, yes. Really can do it all, both sides.
Shot coming here, it's in and out. Unlucky break there for the Foresters. Ball being moved around, eventually picked up by the Foresters. That's Hasty on this one. She sends it into Chapman. Chapman doesn't hit the backboard. Doesn't hit the rim, my apologies. And another missed shot there.
That's a Chapman on Chapman matchup. I think we got a relation here.
I think so too. I'm not. They both went the south side.
School. Yeah. That'll be fun to watch out for.
It certainly will be. Here comes Vaughn yet again. It's good they got Thanksgiving dinner out of the way.
Ooh, what a pass.
Another great inside pass.
I think we're going to need a replay of that, Carson. That was a beautiful one-handed pass by the Foresters.
It really was. So Foresters definitely taking advantage of their opportunities so far. They are up. They are now up 7. So the Foresters starting to come away with this one. A very smart timeout used there by the Maple Leafs to kind of just look at this. Kind of it was a zip right there. But
did you hear that? I smelled the burn from the fire on the ball.
A little bit of like a streak behind it, if you will. Look at it right here. She kind of surveyed the court, and it was a no-look pass too. She got that Patrick Mahomes sidearm no-look pass.
Drake really sold it there too. She was kind of holding up, looking like she was going to calm the offense down a little bit. Nope, fired it right in the zone.
Yeah,
and for the easy 2.
100%. One thing to mention: the Foresters shorthanded tonight, like we said. There are a couple players couldn't be here tonight. But Rongos has 9 points, 16 points off the bench for the Foresters out of their 33, 9 of those coming from Rongos. Wow. So using that bench very effectively. Robrick is 4 for 5 from the field right now. She's shooting really well too. Inbound pass coming for the Maple Leaf. Muff leading with 7 points and 6 rebounds. Drake and Rowe with three apiece. Good pick there as they're going to drive in. A late foul call. No foul will be called actually.
No, there's no foul call. They were looking for a foul, but they didn't get it.
Inbound pass coming yet again. Sam Vaughn takes a seat. Usually when she does like to take that seat, 5 minutes remaining.
Goshen wasn't too happy with the call, head coach Stephanie Miller.
Inside to Chapman. Gets it off the backboard again, but does get the foul call.
Miller was talking to the official a little bit. Checking to say, hey, was there any contact there?
Chapman first one up and good.
See if we got contact. A little bit of contact from Chapman to Chapman.
Second one up and no good. In and out.
Chapman missed it. Chapman rebounds.
Outside pass. I think one thing Goshen can improve on a little bit is Chapman does a spin cycle but can't get it in. Another Chapman rebound.
Missed, Chapman rebound.
Another two there, no good from Rongos.
Ooh, I thought she was going to sink that one. She would have been on fire officially, Carson. What's that game that you were?
NBA Jam.
Yeah, that's the NBA Jam. Make a couple in a row, get on fire.
Inside here, no good. Chapman with another rebound on the night. That's her third. Now Drake has this one, brings into the key, does a little step back move to Chapman. Chapman takes the shot up, no good yet again.
Wonder why she didn't take the shot. She was open. She stepped back, was wide open with the shot. Maybe she just wasn't confident in it. Maybe she thought somebody else was open, but I'd like to see a shot there.
One thing the Foresters are getting the ball out pretty quickly to the hoop. That's one thing I've noticed. And another block shot there for the Foresters, and another turnover for the Maple Leafs.
Block and a steal. This Forester defense is playing really pesky right now, and
the Maple Leafs with 8 turnovers in the night compared to the Foresters 3, definitely making a difference in this game so far. Vaughn looks like she's going to come back in this one for the final 2 minutes, and Drake gets the lucky bounce there off the iron, giving the Foresters a 9-point lead.
Interesting you note that, Carson, that Foresters only have 3 turnovers. The last game that we called 36 days ago, there were, I think, 20-plus turnovers on both sides. So maybe that's what they were working on in quarantine, was keeping the ball in their hands, not giving it up. Don't give up the rock. It's very important.
Five seconds remaining on the shot clock. Maple Leafs will get it off, and no good. Chapman gets the rebound, and Chapman gets the rebound again. Different Chapman this time.
Chapman.
It's the good thing it's not a tongue twister name. Just say it. And a 3 there for Deja Drake, giving the Foresters another lead. And a timeout called by the Maple Leafs, and we'll take it with them. 39-25, Foresters on a run right now. Carson Walker's Ryan Walker. We'll be right back on FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you. As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Foresters on a big run right now.
And that's thanks to the second quarter from Deja Drake. She's been hitting threes, had a lay in, and a beautiful pass before we went to our last break there for a second. She's really kind of coming alive here in the second quarter. It's nice to have a little bit more production outside of just Sam Vaughn. That Rongos and Drake both have kind of stepped up here and said, okay, we gotta spread the wealth a little bit here. Especially
because Sam Vaughn, I mean, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. She is a senior on this team. If I'm not mistaken, only her and Bope and Clement are the only seniors that will be graduating. So this is a very young team for Coach Kohler to have to guide. And, they're not going to be around for long. And so you're going to have to start to learn to live without them.
And every team's got to deal with that. And you just got to learn to adapt.
Mm-hmm. Especially at this level. At least it's not like the Division I where you can just have a guy for a year and we'll let him dip.
Little one and done.
Vaughn does a little turnaround here, gets it up, and she traveled. I think she was trying to
Had a couple good moves there.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a pretty good mop job by Ethan Froke. I don't know if he's ranked number 1 in the Crossroads League, but he's definitely up there.
He's up there. Brent Turner not getting very much action tonight.
No, he's not very happy. He's ticked.
I think he's just enjoying the game. Just like we are, Ryan. I'm enjoying the game up here. I got to be honest.
It's been a while since we've had women's hoops. Kind of missed it a little bit. I wanted to do a bunch of games with you, and unfortunately COVID said no.
You know, we've kind of formed a bubble here at FDN Sports. We're only really allowed to talk to each other, hang out with each other, and I really enjoyed it. I've made some great friends, strengthened some bonds. Isn't that what this is all about?
Sure. I don't like it. I'm ready for it to be over. We miss you here in the stands as well.
Yeah.
Although we do have a couple cardboard cutouts in the stands, so we appreciate.
Three-pointer here, no good. 51 seconds remaining with the Foresters with a big lead. Foresters have been scoring really well in the second quarter. My apologies. 44 points in their 3 games in this quarter alone. But definitely, if the Foresters can go with this momentum, this could be an easy glide to the finish here. And that one up and missed as the shot clock, a 1 second differential, so the Foresters have an opportunity to close out this quarter if they choose to do so.
Vaughn calling out a couple shots here.
10 seconds remaining. Vaughn with a crossover, gonna bring it around, sends it in to Drake. Drake.
What a pass.
And that one no good. Opportunity here and saved with 0.1 seconds to go.
That was an incredible pass by Deja Drake. Unfortunately, Zook couldn't put that one through, but
looking like Foresters with a huge lead right here, up 13 going into the half.
And you know, Carson in the second quarter was really led by Deja Drake. She had a really good quarter with a couple of really sweet passes. As we see here, hitting a 3. But had a couple assists here and there, a couple of rebounds, good defensive possessions, really kind of facilitating the offense along with Vaughn. And
Drake is 2 for 5 from the field, 1 for 1 for deep, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. So Foresters definitely going to have to, Coach Maple Leaf's going to have to play it for her, Vaughn, and Roncos, who's leading with 9 points right now. So in about 15 minutes, we'll be right back here for half. We'll be right back here for some second half action.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Here in Huntington University's film program, we offer a one-of-a-kind experience. You'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and the opportunity to gain practical experience on set. But what really sets us apart from other universities? While the films that we make are important to us, we give special attention to how we make them. In our film program, we understand the process behind making a film is just as important as the finished product you see on screen. and how we treat one another on set has a big impact, which is why our program is part of the Kinema Commonwealth, a group of filmmakers dedicated to creating an environment of mutual respect that values individual artists over the bottom line. Our goal is to create excellent works of cinematic art and storytelling that both entertain and turn those involved into better people. We hold to 3 community values that make up the Kinema Manifesto. The first is respect for the individual, in which the time, energy, resources, and personal well-being of the artist are shown full respect. Artists are not just used for their talents, but embraced as collaborators. The second is respect for the community, where the natural environment, the local community, and the audience are all treated with the utmost care and respect. Filmmaking impacts not only the filmmakers, but those around us too. The third is respect for the art, because each filmmaker should be given artistic freedom to work creatively and to the best of their ability, while remembering that we are all working towards the same story. We believe that by living out these community values daily, the resulting projects will be works of passion, infused with the artistic voices of all the filmmakers. Our hope is that our students will not only practice these values during their 4 years here, but that they will take them into the professional industry and over time, revolutionize the way films are made in the United States and the rest of the world. We are striving to create leaders who pursue excellence in their craft while showing love and respect to those around them. What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you, not to mention all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor, helping them learn the information or helping them minister a test, whereas some universities, you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student and want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment includes a VO2 Max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes, students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school, or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
Everything has a beginning. A moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it. And those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media Arts Department, you get your hands on equipment from day one. You don't have to wait a few years to get in the studio or get on a set. In your first year, in your first semester, you'll work in supporting roles on underclassmen projects and even get to develop your own stories. So, you want to operate the Red? We can do that. Want to learn how to use a Cintiq? We got you covered. How about anchoring a live TV studio? Yeah, we got one of those too. You may not have a clear plan in mind, or may not know what your interests are yet, but your years at Huntington are time for self-discovery and to embrace your passions. One thing's for sure, the professors are always a source of encouragement and ongoing advice, who more than anything want to see you succeed and grow in those passions. You may be missing home, but rest assured, you always have a family to turn to in this department. Not only does the program grow your technical and artistic side, but it also pushes you to seek truth and grow in your walk with Christ. The power of story itself derives from Jesus. Our artistic skills and visions can be a most meaningful form of worship. The real world starts before that diploma is handed to you. You have opportunities to build up your demo reels, travel for your craft, and work with clients. We prepare you for a life in LA if you choose, possibly a career at DreamWorks, or maybe you work for a professional sports network. Our students are putting out good work and showcasing it to the world. We attend a number of conferences, festivals, and competitions each year. I'll let our awards speak for themselves.
Are you putting us on camera again?
93% of our graduates are working or in grad school. So this goes out to all the storytellers, dreamers, and artists out there looking for a place to call home the next 4 years while honing their creative minds and skills. So what do you say? Are you in?
It's on the... Ah! He made it! Oh my God!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Carson Walker, joined by my good friend Ryan Walker, and Foresters up 13 at the break. Very good start for the Foresters so far. We kind of mentioned it. There might be a little bit of cobwebs, if you will, to start off the game, but they have come back in fury.
Yeah, there's no cobwebs whatsoever. And I'll tell you what, Deja Drake is playing out of her mind right now. She's really facilitating the Foresters offense rather than Sam Vaughn kind of taking the ropes. So as we take a look here at a couple of the replays here, she's got 5 points at the half with 3 rebounds and 3 assists. She's doing it on both sides of the floor. She's really providing really electric spark. I think that's the way, Carson, I think we could say it's electric, really. When she comes in a game, I think the offense just moves faster, the defense gets a little bit tougher, and that's another thing we wanted to talk a little bit about too, is Denise Chapman was our player to watch out for, and rightfully so. Really ineffective, 1 for 6 in the Foresters zone. They're doing a really good job at locking down inside.
Yeah, and looking at what the Foresters are doing right now, we kind of look at their shots in the halftime. The Foresters are shooting really well inside the key. Outside the key, a couple shots here and there, but they're hitting like around the Crossroads League logo. They're almost perfect. It's almost scary. So I think that we saw the Foresters institute that zone defense. It's going to be curious if maybe the Maple Leafs try to do that. They're 13 points down. We've seen that come back before. It's not the easiest thing to do.
Right.
But we'll just have to see with a couple shots being taken here. I wonder what the Maple Leafs are drawing up. Are they going to attempt to go for the zone defense, stop the key, stop what's going on in the key, make the Foresters try to shoot the three? But the Foresters aren't struggling from three too much. They're 2 for 6, so not a lot of opportunity so far from out there. They're getting the ball in more. But right now, the story of the game, especially Goshen, 27% from the field. That equals to 10 for 37.
Yeah, this defense has been very pesky for the Foresters. We'll see if Maple Leafs will come out shooting behind the arc, because they've shot 40% this year from deep.
Right
so
now,
I think they could take that to their advantage and try to come back in this game as they're down 13.
Right now, they are 30% from the field. They're 4 for 13. So the Foresters they're making them shoot outside. It's not working for them right now. That zone defense was a perfect call for the Foresters.
Right, for sure. And we're going to come back with you on FDN Sports. Thanks for watching.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Walker is joined by Ryan Walker. Foresters up 39-26. They scored 20 in that second quarter, which they only scored 19 in the first, but the only difference was the Maple Leafs scored 18 in the first quarter and 8 in the second.
Let's have some fun.
Teams obviously switching sides here for the hoop. So I think one thing that really will be beneficial to both teams right now is that now both teams have their benches right there, and a three. Maple Leafs start off just where they needed to.
Just like we were talking about at the halftime report, Carson, I thought that Goshen would say, okay, it's not working low right now. We can try that a little bit, but let's try to expand beyond the arc and do what we do very well at 40% from beyond the arc. Lagos is going to get fouled for an and one here.
She does get the and one. Looking at the Maple Leafs shots, they're shooting really well on the right side of the perimeter, not so much the left side. And they're shooting a little bit well where the Foresters are inside the key, but not as good. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Foresters institute that zone defense. But the Foresters grab the rebound there. Drake from the corner, no good. Chapman gets this one, gets it up.
Good rebound. Chapman's got to really take control if Goshen wants to come back in this game quickly.
Chapman has 4 rebounds, but only 4 points as well. And Ron goes from the corner. That was actually, they're going to call that 2, but a long 2 at that.
Spreading the wealth really well tonight. Mixture between Vaughn, Rongos, and Drake tonight. It's been, and Roebuck as well. I mean, nobody's really been the clear favorite scoring. Rongos does have 11 points, but it's been spread out pretty well as Rongos misses that one. But
Vaughn gets the rebound, the second chance opportunity.
Chapman was wide open down low, and fortunately for the Foresters, Maple Leafs did not pick up on it.
Once again, Foresters using the perimeter quite effectively. Inside pass here. Up and good. Nobody's missing so far, Ryan. Both teams must
They're on fire, right?
Yep. And a timeout called there for the Foresters. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. So both teams starting off, the only misses were both from outside, but then both teams got second chance opportunities and took advantage of them. Right now, the Foresters with 4 offensive rebounds, my apologies, compared to 18 defensive. But the Maple Leafs really controlling the boards on their side with 10 offensive rebounds compared to 15 on the other end.
Right, and the Maple Leafs are coming out blazing right now with a couple made shots here and there. And unfortunately for them, Huntington is kind of in the same realm here, but Goshen trying to crawl back into that single-digit lead.
Smart timeout there by the coaching staff, kind of slow everybody down, probably cutting to that momentum a little bit. 4 timeouts now remaining for the Foresters compared to the Maple Leafs 3 as Ron goes inbounds to Vaughn. Vaughn comes up the floor here. Pass off there to Clement. Clement again. Over to Rongos. Rongos drives in, does a little spin move there. From the line, no good. Rongos right now 6 for 11 from the field, 1 for 4 deep, and a pass just a little bit too high for Chapman, goes out of bounds. That offensive momentum must have been stuffed by both sides on that timeout. Vaughn takes this one, and an air ball there, uncharacteristic miss from Vaughn. Not sure if anyone got a finger on it. They're going to say, looking at the inbound, probably not, but
a little rare to see that, but Vaughn shaking it off as she smiles that one off, says, oh well.
Ball being moved here. Vaughn gets a tip, tries to save it, and it did hit off of Flowers.
Great effort by Vaughn to get that one. It looked like Goshen was just going to let that go out of bounds, but Vaughn threw it off of a Maple Leaf player. Yeah, let's get a replay on that. Or, well, close.
It's all right.
Nonetheless, it looked great.
It did look great. It was a smart play by her. She kind of split around her as a turnover here. Maple Leafs try to cut this into a single-digit lead.
The closing speed from Vaughn as he steals that one. She went from one side of the court to the other and just caught up and really made that play.
Rongos has a sweet spot apparently. That corner too is really working for her. But it was a lot of players would have given up on that play. That's one thing about Vaughn. She has a lot of heart and a lot of passion. A lot of players would have just, okay, it's going out of bounds. Let's reset. That's not what she thought.
She knew exactly what she was going to do in that situation, and that comes with practice. Carson, we talked a little bit about before the small things that make you win games. You know what I'm saying? So Vaughn doing that, no, it didn't end up in points. It was a turnover, but, you could win or lose a game because of something like that.
And right there, as you mentioned it, she's dribbling that ball right on the line and keeps it in and keeps this possession alive. But Rongos has this one 11 seconds. She pulls up, no good.
Vaughn is all over the place right now. She almost was able to snag that rebound from the Maple Leafs.
And a 3 there from the corner for Copeland. 47-40 there as now the Maple Leafs starting to find some life.
Yeah, that lead is dwindling down just a little bit. We'll see if Goshen can go on a little run here and make this a really, really close game.
Looked like Rongos was trying to go to her sweet spot, but she was closely covered as Bobe gets this one up, and Bobe gets a little bit more of a lead for the Force. It's now 49-40 with 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Chapman has this one, sends it to the corner. It's Cockrum. Cockrum with a beautiful pass in there to Chapman. Chapman turns around and gets it up, no good. Here comes Vaughn yet again. Substitutions getting ready to come in. The next dead ball, getting a little bit of fresh blood out there. Vaughn pulls up here, no good. A little bit of miscommunication there on the rebound, still works out for the Maple Leafs. Long three here, no good. Chapman beats Bope out for that one off the top of the backboard. They're not going to call it out of bounds, and finally it gets tipped away. Rongos kind of swatted it away from Chapman. Vaughn on a fast break here, no good.
Denise looking for a foul on the other side, and I think I might agree on that one. On the second shot, I thought somebody might have gotten a hand in there a little bit on the shot. Nonetheless, they get it back.
Now the inbound pass coming here. Maple Leafs already kind of holding the ball for a little bit, letting it bounce a little bit down court. They're definitely starting to preserve that clock.
Looks like they're going to try to get it down low here to Chapman. Some tough defense by the Forcers, doing everything they can to make sure she doesn't get a good shot off.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it, splits the defense and grabs two right there. What a beautiful shot there from Cockrum. She kind of split the defense. 1 second on the shot clock, split between two Forcer defenders and found a wide open shot.
Just slipped right through to the basket for an open shot.
Robrock has this one, sends it over to Rongos. Rongos back out to Robrock. That's a two right there. Another air ball. Vaughn saves it and sends it all the way to about.
Wow. Vaughn is all over the place. Is she a step back? No.
Shot clock just buzzed off of a shot from Drake.
Wide open. Oh, it was a good pass. That one just missing.
Cockrum with some good teammate work right there. She kind of, I'm sorry about that. It was a good pass.
It was a really good pass. Just slipped off the fingers. I think she took her eyes off the ball and was focusing on the shot a little bit more. Than got to keep your eyes on it, catch it, lay it in.
Gramble comes.
Even the pros do that.
Yep.
Shifty move.
Vaughn gets in there, tries to get another steal to add to her resume. That's another thing about Vaughn. We talk about her accolades. She's fourth in the nation in steals with 3 games.
That's quite impressive.
Compared to the Maple Leafs, 9.
Yeah, she's averaging 5 per game.
Gets it up with 4 seconds on the shot clock. That's another 2. And right now, the Maple Leafs really starting to close this lead here. And another timeout coming there for the Foresters. And we'll take it with them when we're back here on FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Welcome back inside Platte Arena. I'm Carson Watkins, joined by Ryan Walker. Foresters came into this one with a 13-point lead and is now down to a 5-point lead. Kind of started off the half getting everything was hitting, and then the Maple Leafs took a timeout, and all that offensive momentum kind of just went away.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing a back and forth run here. Huntington will go up, Maple Leafs will go up, Huntington, Goshen, back and forth, back and forth. We'll see if that trend continues here in the third.
Ball moved in here, and a foul called. It will be on the floor.
We've got a Maple Leafs personal foul on number 4, Grayson Cochran.
It was on Cockrum. Shot here, bad bounce once again for the Foresters. Foresters really missing some of those bounces tonight, and really will make a difference in this game. Foresters shooting 25%.
Good steal by Vaughn. Now on the fast break.
Gets the foul, but does not get the and one. Right now, Foresters shooting 2 for 8 from deep and 44% from the field. 5 for 7 from the line. Let's see what Sam Vaughn does here.
Put Sam Vaughn at the line for the Foresters, shooting 2.
First one up and no good. Good fast break there. Definitely got a little bit too much arm.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe on the initial reach there, but not sure.
Second one up and good. Vaughn 3 for 4 on the night from the line. Ball kicked around the perimeter here yet again. Maple Leafs still looking for anything. Trying to split this zone defense. They just can't seem to do it. As a corner 3 here, no good. Chapman has the rebound with a reset shot clock.
That's great.
That one
Numbers.
here. Inside here, and a beautiful shot yet again there for Rouse. The Foresters might have used that timeout very effectively, stopping the momentum as now they are up 8. 43 seconds remaining here. Eight seconds on the shot clock, and a pass just too far across the court.
Foresters, if they hold the ball for whole shot clock, they'll have just 3 seconds left on that clock. So Maple Leafs still going to have an opportunity after that turnover to try to score before the end of the quarter. But Huntington, assuming they're going to slow it down here.
Not much. If the Foresters take this entire shot clock, they won't have much of an opportunity. Plus, they can heave it all the way down the court, but we'll just see how that works out. Vaughn looking like she's going to delay it a little bit. Vaughn drives in here, 5 seconds on the shot clock, goes up, awkward bounce, no good, and the time does go out. The loose ball foul call on the Foresters. It was a push. So now the Maple Leafs get 2.3 seconds to try and make something happen. They are down 8. They're going to run across the court. And half court heave, no good. So that brings it to the half. Foresters up 8, and we'll take it with them. And an interesting fourth quarter coming up. Don't move a muscle. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, FDN Sports, HU Women's Basketball.
Fifth Estate Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Biffa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Carson Watkins, joined by Ryan Walker. So, like I said, a really interesting fourth quarter coming here. Foresters up 8. We've seen a little bit of a game of momentum so far. Goshen had 18 points in that span right there. Compared to the HU's 13, really made a difference, Ryan.
Yeah, it did. Carson, we'll see how this fourth quarter goes. We've seen a lot of back and forth action, but Goshen ultimately winning that third quarter right there. So we'll see if they can continue that trend. And Carson, you know I love this word, overtime.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. We need overtime.
Are you just trying to get some more money out of the broadcasting department? I feel like that's more of your agenda here.
Yeah, that's a pretty low blow there, Carson. I love overtime basketball.
It's exciting. I'll give you that.
Oh, it's very exciting.
But we'll have to see. 18 Foresters were outscored only by 5 in the last quarter. Goshen with quite a few fouls to work with, though. So we'll have to see how that factors into it, too. If they can shoot the way they have been in that third quarter, could be interesting for the Foresters. Foresters looking like they're starting to try a man-to-man and a little bit kind of a half and half. If you could even do that. Ball moved around, long three here, no good, tipped out, and it will be a Forester ball.
Reports into the Maple Leafs lineup. It'll be Forester's ball.
Sam Vaughn's going to bring the ball up the court again. 9 minutes remaining. Crucial possession right here for the Forester team.
Need to get back in the swing of things a little bit here, Carson.
You know, I think as the season goes on, they're gonna, hopefully these COVID interruptions are less and less as we go.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
So Vaughn picks this one up. Vaughn sends this one in. She gets fouled.
I don't think Goshen agreed with that one.
Vaughn picks this one up. First one up and good. She's now 4 for 5 on the night.
Now sets her in double figures with 10 points tonight. Ooh, I don't know.
She kind of drew the contact there. Second one up and no good. Maple Leafs on the rebound, giving Foresters a 9-point lead. So now we are in a 4-possession game.
Uh-oh. Goshen's got a player that's injured, and they're going to call a timeout, I'm sure.
Looks like we got a dead ball right here.
That's Janara Flowers, the transfer from Indiana State University. A very important piece to this team. Looked like she may have landed on the foot or the leg or foot wrong.
Yeah, her shoe was untied. That's what was noticed. So I don't know, maybe it was just kind of her ankle rolled or something.
Could have been a little loose, yeah. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Hopefully. But a crucial piece gone. She's shooting 1 for 5 right now, but has 5 rebounds. So she's
very important
really
leader.
well on the post.
Very important leader of this team.
Shot here, in and out, and back in. Good shot there. Perfect shot, actually, for Robrock, my apologies. So now the Foresters in an awkward pass. Foresters up now 11. Those turnovers are really starting to cost the Maple Leafs here. It is now 16 on the night for them.
Just couldn't sneak that pass in there. It was a wide open shot, but he's got to execute.
Right now, Rongos with 15 points on the night. leading this team. Drake has this one behind the back, sends it up from the Crossroads League logo, no good. And Chapman keeps that one in bounds barely. Comes Cockrum up the court again, foul called.
We've got a forced personal foul, number 3, Elena Rongos.
That was on Rongos, only her second of the game. But it was a shooting foul.
Carson's kind of quiet in here. I don't think the cardboard cutouts are really doing their job tonight.
I think Batman might need to, have some theme music or something play in there.
I think he lost his voice.
The dog's not barking. That's what's really upsetting,
No.
honestly. I was kind of listening for the dog. Second one up and good. Timeout called. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And we'll take it with them. We're right back here on FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Foresters with a 10-point lead right now. Have 3 points so far. We kind of talked about Drake having a good game. We also got to mention Rongos. Rongos is shooting really well. She's 7 for 13 from the field, 1 for 4 from deep, and 15 points on the night. Really kind of taking over for Vaughn, but Vaughn has 7 rebounds, so she still is playing quite well where she needs to.
Oh, Vaughn's been all over the place in this quarter, and towards the end of the last quarter as well for Foresters as she facilitates the offense. But on both sides, she's been incredible, really. I mean, facilitating the offense and being a force on the defensive side is right on cue. Turnover there.
Foul called there. Now the Foresters are starting to lose a little bit of their fouls that they can give.
It'll be Maple Leafs ball in the backcourt. Reporting into the Foresters, number 10, Jake Clement.
Jay Clement comes into this one. 2 rebounds and an assist for her on the night. No points yet. See if she can get off the bench and score just like the Foresters have done all night. 21 of their points have come off the bench. And this is even with a bench that's a little bit starved right now. A couple girls. Inside, unlucky bounce for Chapman. Chapman grabs the rebound after a minute, and a foul called again. Foresters got to start being careful. That's their 4th.
That was a powerful slam from Chapman there, trying to get that one in. It just skirted out, but was fouled.
Vaughn's second.
Janera Flowers enters back into the game. Good to see.
I saw her
she's
kind of
gonna be all
walking.
right.
I kind of saw her walking around, so I imagine it's probably just that untied shoe. Second one up and no good, making her 0 for 2 on that one. She was 9 for 14 on the season coming into tonight. Once again, here comes Rongos. Rongos going to take this one, and she gets it. I thought her foot was on the line, but they will give her the 3. So that gives the Foresters a 13-point lead yet again. And with 6 minutes remaining, if the Foresters can stop a major run, they might have this one in the bag. And a foul called late there. Chapman gets to go back to the line. She's only 0 for 2 on the night. Those first 2 that she just took on the previous possession were only 2 of the night. Let's see if she can redeem herself here. You live by the free throw and you can die by the free throw, Ryan. First one up and no good. Second one up and good. Making her 1 for 4 on the night. And here comes the full court press, but Vaughn splits it quite easily.
We saw a little bit of that press in the first half, and Foresters really did a great job of handling the ball. So they've already seen it. They're able to beat it. So we'll see what happens here in the fourth as Goshen needs to force a few turnovers here by the Foresters. But overall, they've been able to control the ball for the majority of the game.
Inside, Vaughn gets this one up, splits the defense, and oh boy, Sam Vaughn is down. Play still continuing on.
Sign. We need a timeout.
Injury timeout does come here.
Looks like she's holding her left knee, and I think she's in a lot of pain, Carson.
Yeah, that's a huge loss for the Force at this point. They do have a little bit of a lead, but you don't want to lose her for an extended period of time, especially the senior year. Really interesting the play continued on there for a possession and the cardboard cutout show their concern. I don't know why Norm's smiling right now. I know Norm's a happy-go-lucky guy, but
yeah, this isn't really funny.
He's losing his favorite player right now.
Not liking the cardboard cutouts anymore. They're kind of make me mad.
Hey, look, it's our best friend, Ryan. It's Brent Turner. He hasn't seen a lot of action tonight.
He takes his mask off and he's like, "Yep, I am not happy. I need to mop the floor."
So this a little bit Goshen Maple Leafs using this time as a timeout, obviously. They're kind of strategizing here. They're definitely going to need a little bit of help. It's Foresters.
I think we're gonna take some time to see our play of the game as we stop play here. Look at this action on the floor from Ethan Froke. He was practicing in the gym all night last night. I went in the gym. I was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "You know what?
I got to practice my mopping." We got Brent mop shot too.
Look at that. I want you guys, those at home watching, I want you to comment which mop won today. Who was the mopper of the game?
Speaking of which,
our director back in the garage is saying it's Brent Turner, and right on cue, Brent Turner says, "You know what? I need to mop the floor." I think my vote goes for Brent. I've been complimenting him all year on his mops this year. Oh no, he dropped the mop.
Oh, just to be crediting him, Sam Vaughn does get off the court, so play will continue here. Question is, are we going to see her any more action?
On the mop or on the floor?
Rongos takes this one up and she travels. Speaking of which, Ryan, I can't wait to get back to Forest Glen Park this year. I'm just thinking of the baseball players, all the baseball players we have in here. I'm really excited to get back to Forest Glen.
Well, whoa, timeout. Platt Arena is kind of vibing right now. We've got a whole new set of fans. Both benches are going crazy. We got electric basketball going on.
Yep.
I love baseball too. You know me. That's my favorite sport. But hey, let's enjoy basketball season right now. And we had volleyball and soccer in the fall, as you did most of those games very well, Carson. It was very fun to listen to.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's hold off on baseball season. It is too cold to go outside and go throw baseballs right now, Carson.
Looking forward to some more HU women's action this Saturday. You can tune in right here on FDN Sports, and the Foresters welcome the receiving votes, Indiana Wesleyan University Wildcats, as Rongos get stuffed like a turkey on Thanksgiving. A foul called there. Got to give credit to my boy Jimmy Howard for that one. Speaking of soccer, he did give me that one. And another mop shot. You'll love to see it, Ryan.
Brent is not happy. He just threw away his Gatorade because he went out there and mopped the floor as well. So, and I don't mean to keep beating the dead horse here with the mops, but it's just fun to keep track of, man. I think everything's just coming together. Brent just mopped the floor, and then Frauke goes up, then he's mopping the floor. I mean, we're having 2 games tonight. This is fun.
I was gonna say I was gonna say competitive mopping, but isn't that just curling?
Kind of.
That's in essence.
Kind of. Carson, this is a whole different ball game here.
Maple Leafs trying to make a push here. They now are down 12 with 4:29 remaining. Foresters needing good offensive possession here. The loss of Vaughn will be huge. That goes out of bounds, and the Foresters keep it.
Ball kind of ping-ponged around and ended up becoming the Foresters basketball.
Inside here comes a fast break from the Maple Leafs. They got numbers, no good on the fast break. Just a little bit too fast there for...
I think hearing the footsteps. We got timeout? Yeah.
Certainly panicking. Be a 30-second timeout. So right now the Foresters with 8 points during this quarter. Hasn't really been... Foresters scored 8 points this one.
The next steps in Huntington University's future began as a dream. It was a vision of a team of people who believed in the mission of Huntington University and have a passion for its success. With so many dreaming together, the future is now here. It's time to take this vision public and step forward in faith. This $40 million comprehensive campaign, which will take us to the next level as an institution impacting the lives of Foresters today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Are you ready to step forward? Huntington.edu/step forward will have more information on that.
The hub's almost done. As Sam Vaughn's back in this game and takes an early spill. Loose ball here. Who's it out on? And Sam Vaughn comes back into the game, and I think that knee that was hurt kind of got landed on there, but the full court press is working. If the Maple Leafs can capitalize off a couple of those turnovers, it could be a different ball game.
You love to see that, Carson. It looked like both of the players, Flowers and Vaughn, were in a lot of pain with the knee injury, but fortunately they're able to get back up and get back into the game. Both very, very important to these teams.
Drive in here to the corner, wide open three, no good.
Maple Leafs need a couple of those to fall if they want to come back to this game. Time is ticking down.
Right now, Leafs 6 for 19 from deep, 18 for 56 from the field. Pull up there from Drake, no good, and Chapman gets another rebound.
Strong rebound by Chapman there, making sure that the Foresters don't have another opportunity.
A charge called. So now the Foresters get the possession again. Now they have an opportunity to start tearing some clock away. Vaughn has this one, trying to split the full court press, and she does. Rongos has this one. She's gonna pull up here, no good. And Vaughn tries to go for the rebound. Rongos is gonna try to play some one-on-one right here. 3 on.
Haven't seen a bucket in a while here. Well, right on.
There it is. Announcer jinx. And a timeout there for the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I can get some right, and I can definitely get some that are just right there, just wrong. And I lost on that one. We're going to stay here, though.
So right now, Foresters have really been, 25 for 56. Not a lot of turnovers. Both teams have over 100 shots. But just a little bit of trouble sinking for both teams. 31% from the field for the Maple Leafs, 43%, my apologies, for the Foresters. Just not a lot of offensive momentum 21 fouls total, 6 blocks, 5 of them for the Foresters, and a combined 27 turnovers. I do enjoy the big time rush though. If we got some big time rush playing,
Of course you would.
trying to split this full court press again. And they're going to send it way down court. Beautiful pass there to Road Rock. No good. Gets
Nice
tipped
save.
here. Rongo's going to grab it.
Again, Carson, little things like that. That one coming from Zook, flying from out of bounds and making sure the Foresters retain possession.
Zook gets this one out. No good, but does get the foul.
Zook, a good free throw shooter. She's 4 for 4 on the year.
That places Erica Zook at the line for the Foresters.
First one up and good. Make
5 for 5.
Hold on. Don't call it yet.
Stop it. You're going to make me feel bad.
If she misses this, I'm blaming you.
You're going to make me feel bad. No.
The announcer Jakes comes in clutch, everyone. Blame Ryan Lockhart for that one. Ryan Walker for that one.
I am not Ryan Lockhart. I love Ryan Lockhart, but I'm a completely different animal here.
Vaughn grabs this one. Once again, the Maple Leafs down 9. Are going to need a lot of momentum here. Rongos takes this one inside the key, gets it up, and that's 2 for Rongos.
She's dropped 20 points tonight. Out of nowhere.
9 for 17 from the field, 2 for 5 from deep. This one goes up, and that is good there for Cockrum. Vaughn tries to split this one again. Vaughn sends this one in. Another thing to mention, Deja Drake, 7 rebounds leading the team, 5 assists. A lot of good momentum tonight as a foul called, I believe a reach-in foul.
Reaching foul number 1 for the Maple Leafs, Shannara Flowers. Denise Chapman and Kiara Copeland reported.
I believe that must put the Foresters in the bonus.
Close. We got 2 more. 5 fouls on each side.
First one up and good. Second one up and good again. So the Foresters now have an 11-point lead.
Unless the Maple Leafs can start hitting a couple deep shots here, Foresters look like they could be locking this one up.
You know what I like to say, Ryan? The fat lady isn't singing, but she's certainly warming up.
I like that one.
Rongos drives in here. Rongos drives in there and gets another 2. Inside, Chapman lets it roll. Second one up, and that one sinks. 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining. Vaughn takes that one. Awkward bounce there. She will be out of bounds. Good
Goshen bench is making sure that the ref saw that one.
Yeah.
I saw it from up here and did eventually call it. Got a minute left. So you see they're fighting for that one.
I think her heel just hit the black line. 1 minute remaining in this fourth quarter. Goshen gonna need to hit a few shots if they have any chance at all on taking this one. 50 seconds remaining.
Need to get a shot up here. Time's ticking down.
Chapman brings this one into the key. She gets double teamed. This one up and sinks. And a timeout.
Here we go.
That'll be a full timeout. So Maple Leafs trying to plan something here, plan a miracle comeback.
Get a couple turnovers here and there, and
it could happen. And Ryan, you
could
get
see
the
overtime.
You get oh my goodness.
Overtime, baby.
You're obsessed with overtime. It's starting to become a little scary. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
love it. It's fun.
So looking, 41 seconds. The only thing I can think of is, I think we've even talked about it before on air, but that Texas A&M Northern Iowa game in March Madness a couple of years back.
Oh,
That's the most comparable situation, I think, to what the Maple Leafs are trying to plan here.
Yeah, I bet that's what she's saying right there in the huddle.
Yeah. Let's have a UN.
Remember that Northern Iowa game?
I bring that game up more times than I should, honestly.
It was a good way. It's a good game to go back to.
It's a good. I mean, it's something you never saw happen before. I mean, that's kind of the thing about it, and it kind of gave hope for a lot of teams. It's just if anything, you take the lesson from that game and many others that the game's not over until it's over.
See how the Foresters out of the timeout break the press. See what they drew up.
And that ball is out. So we have a 10-second differential. Foresters will probably be fouled. Zook takes this one, trying to move it across the court. Sends it to Vaughn. Vaughn to Rongos, way across court. Maple Leafs deciding not to foul with a 10-second differential. Rongos gets the bounce pass here on the corner.
They're just letting the clock tick away here. Interesting move. They're only down single digits.
7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Zook takes this one, sends it to Vaughn. Vaughn's going to take the three here, no good. And the Maple Leafs will get the rebound with 9 seconds remaining, and this one is over. As Goshen tries to dribble it out, we'll try to get a last-second shot here. It will go up, and that's a buzzer beater. That's gonna take the lead down a little bit. Foresters do end up winning 67-62. A good last shot there.
Carson, that's back-to-back games here in Platte Arena
with
where
we've had a
buzzer beater from the opposing side.
Looking at this one, yeah, she kind of split it there. Vaughn, it was a good shot there yet again. The buzzer beater this time, not as crucial, but we'll be right back here for the post-game analysis. Carson Walker, Ryan Walker, FDN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building
This is how we like to do it.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
This is how we like to do it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Carson Watkins. He's Ryan Walker. The Foresters do come out with this one, 62-67. So a 5-point deficit right there. Little bit of a game, little bit of a sloppy offensive game. Foresters played some pretty good defense, but both sides really just couldn't hit those shots.
Right, and we talked a little bit about it before. Goshen has played a couple games in a row here, so I thought they were pretty fundamentally sound throughout the game here, especially on offense. But Huntington didn't really look like they missed a beat after that first quarter, Carson, and they really took advantage of
100%. And speaking of not missing a beat, Elena Rongos, we're going to declare her player of the game. 22 points, 10 for 18 from the field, 2 for 5 from deep. Really, she had no assists, but she really did share the ball around. You know, sometimes in scorekeeping, there's assists are kind of here nor there. So, but overall, just a really great game for her. Like you said, just didn't miss a beat, kind of moved the ball around quite well.
Right, she really powered through, and Sam Vaughn, of course, is another player that is our player to watch out for at the beginning of the game, but dropped 12 points and 8 rebounds, really doing a great job defensively, though, Carson. She was all over the floor, making sure that the Foresters didn't lose possessions, gaining possessions again for the Foresters, creating turnovers. She was really a force today, but Rongos, nonetheless, kind of exploded with a 22-point game. Deja Drake, as well, is another player that was all over the place on offense and defense, as she scored 7 points with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. So a lot of help for Sam Vaughn today after the 36-day break due to COVID-19. But how about this Goshen team as well? They played very well tonight.
Yeah, this Goshen team played really well, and I think the main problem for both teams tonight, which is something that will probably be addressed in practice, was just a little bit of missed shots here and there, a little bit of, but you know, that's gonna have to be learned with time. So the Foresters really they get lucky there. They're now 1-3 they're 3-1 on the season. My apologies to that win, the only loss going to Lawrence Tech. But like I said, a really true test this Saturday. We're really gonna get a litmus test against the Wildcats as usual.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how they, they play against them. Now they have this game. I think hopefully we get a couple more girls back. And it's going to be really exciting. FDN Sports right here Saturday, I believe, noon tip-off, if not a 1 tip-off. Stay right here. Follow FDN_sports on Twitter. Subscribe here on YouTube if you want to catch up with us. But from Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, and the entire FDN Sports crew, we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. As I just said, we got some more Forester basketball on Saturday. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker. Forester take this one by 5. FDN Sports.